Go! Welcome to the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023 pre-show, coming to you from my couch. I brought in the cat bed back there. He's not going to show up. I'm Kyle Bossman. I'm your host for this pre-show, and I realize a confusing thing about this is that the Opening Night Live pre-show is not live. This is pre-recorded. If you don't believe me, watch this. All right, we shot this days ago. The purpose of this pre-show is just to provide you with bonus trailers, interviews, general tomfoolery to pass these remaining minutes that lead up to the big show, Opening Night Live. So, cannot think of a better way to kick this thing off than with a brand new trailer for Streets of Rogue 2.
Welcome to the City of Dreams. Where anyone can get a fresh start. Where a corrupt president enjoys a bit too much power. Well, sometimes you just have to go rogue. But remember, there can only be one president. Welcome to the streets where anything is possible. Streets of Rogue 2 is an immersive open-world sandbox dialed up to 11. Be who you want. Write your own story. And you can do all of it with friends. Streets of Rogue 2 is coming to Steam in 2024. Add the game to your wish list.
Great to see you back. Now, for this next part of the pre-show, I was hoping to talk to you all about something incredibly boring. Psych. Here's some more trailers.
Take me forward, no matter the danger. Passenger is lost, so is this world.
I wanted to give our people one last hope. A champion to defeat this calamity. I am sorry to push that fate upon you, Lisvanger.
This place is beautiful.
Hello, sister.
Carol, is that you?
This is not quite how I imagined our reunion, Emma. You should not have come here. There are dark forces at work in these forsaken lands.
Let me help you, brother.
Leave now, for I still care about you.
Carol, brother, listen to me.
Enough!
Now, I realize even this far into this show that you might think I'm just some guy who hijacked the broadcast, and I don't blame you. So to prove that this is all legitimate, here is the host of Gamescom Opening Night Live himself, Geoff Keighley.
Hello, Kyle.
Geoff, we're now minutes away from the Opening Night Live beginning. What sort of huge announcements should we all be expecting to see?
I think you can expect to see a lot of great games on stage. This is not a show driven by huge, shocking, surprise, one more thing announcements. When you really think of the history of ONL, we've always had kind of meteor looks at games that are announced in the show, and that's sort of continuing that tradition this year. There will be a few cool announcements throughout the show, but generally we're showing like a lot of really big games because this has been an amazing year for games, and the next 2 or 3 months is especially going to be insane with so many releases. So you will see new stuff on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Alan Wake, so many other big games that are coming out later this year. But yeah, primarily focuses, as Nintendo likes to say, primarily focused on, announced games coming in Q4 or 3 or 4 or something like that. So yeah, I definitely would set your expectations that we are not going to shock and awe you with surprise announcements today.
When you say meteor, though, that to me implies more than just a trailer.
The good news is when you're not just announcing games, you can also showcase, gameplay. And that's the constant battle always happens where people want some CG teaser for a game coming in 5 years. But then they also want to see real gameplay and real games. And like, you're going to see 10 minutes of Modern Warfare 3 tonight. You're going to see, gameplay on a bunch of other games, and like real in-game footage because these games are close to release and almost finished. So that's kind of the advantage, that I think we can go a little bit deeper on some games today.
So actually, it's one of those things I miss about E3 was when they would just have like a long stage demo. It's just like, here's the game, we're playing it right now.
Yes, and that's what, like, those old Call of Duty demos at E3 were always great, and we can't do that stuff at Game Awards to do super long gameplay demos. And here we definitely can show some raw footage. We have lots of trailers too, but yeah, I think hopefully people will see an in-depth look at some games that they're looking forward to. 20-30 games will all be there. It's a big show and lots of gameplay to see.
Have a great time at the big show.
Thanks, Kyle. Your show's a big deal, too. We love having you host the pre-show, and I'm excited to be on stage for Open Night Live in just a couple minutes.
Holy moly. That was a good interview. Let's all take a minute to cool off now with another brand new trailer. Thank you, Endzone 2. I've always said this. Any video game trailer with a bus in it is going to be good. You can't prove me wrong on that. And if you are just joining us, welcome to the Gamescom Opening Night Live pre-show, where we're just hanging out on my couch, watching some cool trailers and pre-taped interviews with Geoff Keighley. And we're not even halfway through all of the trailers I have to show you, so let's check out a couple more.
I look like a fucking tour guide?
I see you're settling in to our wondrous Azoria. Working the land, equipped with kindness and creativity. You found a cozy place in this community. With companions by your side, who knows what you'll accomplish? Add a drop or two of magic and set off for adventure. Will you reveal the heart of our magical island? Pre-order now.
I'm so sorry. Those two trailers kind of blurred together for me. Which was the one where you killed that guy and then stuck up your middle finger at him? It was Bulletstorm VR. Got it. Thank you. So this is my third time hosting the Gamescom opening night live pre-show. And already we've developed a couple of traditions. One, general awkwardness. And then two, the top 10 reasons to look forward to Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023. Number 10, there's just something nice about seeing a futuristic, shiny, reflective black stage with absolutely no streaks on it. Number 9, Assassin's Creed Mirage. Number 8, the big games you already know will be good. And then the number 7 reason to look forward to Gamescom Opening Night Live is the weird games you never heard of before. I like those weird trailers. Those to me tend to be slightly more interesting than the sure things. Number 6, Sonic news. Geoff Keighley is showing up to Gamescom Opening Night Live with Sonic news. News about Sonic the Hedgehog. And let me tell you, there's no way it's bad. Whatever it is, it's not going to be bad news. This would probably be number 1 for me, but I'm trying to be objective with this list. Number 5, the raw thrill of a developer saying we can't wait to share more. Number 4, Alan Wake 2. This game's coming out in October and they haven't shown too much yet. I expect they're going to show something kind of big tonight. Number 3 reason to look forward to Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023. It's free. Number 2, Tekken 8 and Mortal Kombat 1. Officially speaking, I cannot rank one of those games higher than the other one. So if I have to put them in the same box, that's a powerful box. And the number 1 reason to look forward to Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023 is that hands down, this is going to be the best Tuesday night of the summer. And please don't be like, nah, not true. I went surfing on a Tuesday. We don't care. We're talking about all of us combined. Collectively, this will obviously be the best Tuesday night of the summer. Because they know how to party on a Tuesday in Cologne, trust me. And do you know what else sounds like a party? The 7th Guest VR. So let's watch a trailer for that.
Old man Stauff built a house and filled it with his toys. 6 guests came one night. Their screams the only noise.
And what about the rumors?
Eleanor, they're just that. They're rumors.
Stauff has spent his fortune wisely. Never mind the smell.
Bit dreary in here, don't you think? Burden. Maybe you've seen me on Broadway.
Regrettably not.
Oh, I'm bored. I'm going to the kitchen.
Wait! We shouldn't go walking alone.
This is a game, nothing more. One of us is going to win that prize money. I say, every man for himself.
Nothing but queens.
Apparently, there's more to this than I thought.
No one came out that night. Not one was ever seen. But Old Man Stauff is waiting there. Crazy, sick, and mean.
So one of my responsibilities as a pre-show host is to pop up in between scary games. If you have two scary games back to back, there's a big chance the audience could become unnerved and uncomfortable. So I'm here now to give you a chance to catch your breath, provide a nice comforting voice with a nice comforting face. And now you are appropriately comforted. Next, a scary game.
Just do what I say, Roman.
My favorite part of that whole thing is when he's in that dank bathroom and he shines his light into one of those toilet stalls. And like the girl from The Ring is standing there and the guy doesn't move a muscle. He just straight up does not react. That's like my ideal video game hero. What a guy. Anyway, as you could probably tell, I'm not German. So our producers thought it would be a good idea for me to educate myself properly on some Gamescom culture from an actual expert. From IGN Germany, here is Anne Wernicke.
Thanks for having me.
Anne, I'm so glad you're here. I have so many questions for you. What is the best way for people all around the world to keep up with what's happening with ONL and Gamescom?
There's an official Gamescom live stream, and it programs in English and German. It's done by IGN, so that's the way to not miss out on the stuff that's happening. If you're in Cologne, though, and can attend Gamescom, you just go on Saturday and Sunday to Gamescom Festival. There's stages there with musicians playing. There's food trucks. There's like human social games where you have to be like in a soccer table thing. It's fun stuff. You should try it out. It's completely for free. So
hold on, what is it? What is a human social game?
You know, soccer table? You play
We're
soccer
talking about
tables,
foosball.
right? Foosball.
Yeah, we call it foosball. Yeah.
But in this case, you get stuffed into it. So you are like one of the soccer people in that table. You can't move. You just stand there, go left and right, and play soccer like that.
What does Gamescom mean to you personally?
So 13 years ago, I actually started my career in the industry at Gamescom as a trainee. I just got thrown in and I was overwhelmed by everything, you know. And to this day, it's just awesome to be reminded of that, to go there and see all these people, and I can still talk to the devs I admire there. So to me, it's kind of a happy place.
I have one last important question for you.
Sure.
How do you say world premiere in German?
It's actually Weltpremiere. Pretty similar, right?
I think I could do that.
Yeah. Do it.
Weltpremiere.
Yeah, man, that's good. Congrats.
And thank you so much for helping me out today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Kyle.
Have fun at Gamescom.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Now I too am an expert. Please enjoy eine Weltpremiere.
I do not recognize these markings. They are old.
Perhaps this is one of the great cities of the Age of Myth.
This is no temple of Sigmar.
mercy!
We must fight on! The banner cannot fall! Warriors of Sigma, stand with me!
Obtaining this power may end up being the reason we were sent here in the first place. If we can claim it, we can cleanse the Oryx and save our cannabis.
What's ours stays ours. Nothing gonna stop us now.
We do not fear death. Fight on! The dead must rise.
Delivered truck. Going to cover pack. Roger that.
By 2035, we have formed a new breed of elite special forces who are better prepared to manage these latest threats to our global societies. No fear, no retreat.
Recon arrow out.
Stay with it.
Using smoke screen.
Powering up. Let's do this.
Soldiers, you're depleting their numbers. Try to finish them off.
Hold the line. Here comes the last push.
Shots for you.
Welcome back to the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023 pre-show, where the minutes are just flying by. ONL is about to begin with Alan Wake 2, Tekken 8, Sonic news, and things I was not permitted to talk about in the pre-show. So, this bad boy, this is about to wrap up. I have one last trailer for you. Here is Homeworld 3.
My name is Imogen Sajet. My entire life has been study, analysis, planning. Today, the galaxy is burning.
Fleet-wide comms open. Attention all personnel. You've each just received a mission briefing. Nothing is redacted, because I want you to know what is at stake. We have been tasked with finishing Karen Sajet and the 5th Fleet's mission. Discover the source of the anomaly and the hyperspace attacks, and stop it once and for all. I know we were expecting a simple shakedown cruise.
Proximity alert. Control enemy strike craft force.
Many of you are feeling overwhelmed,
We've got incoming.
doubting yourselves.
We need cover. They're all over me.
I have no doubt. We will succeed. Whatever it takes to complete the mission.
Enemy strike craft coming in fast.
My name is Imogen Sajet. Now, I must be more than a scientist. I am Fleet Command.
And that is it. That's all I have for you here in the pre-show, which of course means that Gamescom Opening Night Live is now mere seconds away from starting. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here on my incredibly cozy couch. Enjoy the show. Please welcome your host, the creator of the Game Awards, Geoff Keighley.
Hello, Germany, and hello, everyone watching live around the world. I am Geoff Keighley, and welcome to the world's biggest in-person video game event, Gamescom 2023. Now, this right here is kind of like the opening ceremonies for Gamescom. It's a preview of this year's most anticipated games. We call it Opening Night Live. And over the next 2 hours, you'll get exclusive new looks at titles like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Alan Wake 2, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and Mortal Kombat 1. But first, we're going to kick things off with the first new franchise in more than 2 decades from a legendary game studio. And to help us step into the vast world of Starfield, please join me in welcoming the composer of the game, Inan Zur, for a very special performance. Maestro. Starfield is ever so close. And Inan, thank you so much for that spectacular performance. Really appreciate you coming all the way for this. It's true, in just over a week, fans will start to play Starfield in early access on Xbox and PC. Well, I've been lucky enough to start playing it. Don't be jealous. I'm not allowed to say anything about it. Yes, exactly. All right. Well, guys. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Really disappointed. They're disappointed. That's just so disappointing. This is such a special night for so many developers, and it's really disappointing to see someone act that way. But we're going to move right on with the show. We've got a lot of great games to show you. Really, it's just so sad to me to see something like that happen. A night we're here to celebrate games in this community and how much they mean to us. So without further ado, I want to move right on with the show because we've got a lot to show you. And the good news, Gamescom, is we have someone very special here who can be here to talk about Starfield. Please join me in welcoming to Opening Night Live in Gamescom for the first time ever, one of our industry's greatest creators, the director and executive producer of Bethesda Game Studios. That's right, Todd Howard, everybody. Todd, thank you so much for coming all this way to Gamescom. We have a lot to talk about with Starfield, but first of all, is this true this is your first ever time at Gamescom?
This is my first Gamescom, and you were right. You said how great the crowd is here, and and just all the fans that come here for this the biggest convention in gaming to celebrate games. And I figured, it is our first new franchise in over 25 years, so if I was going to come, it's for Starfield.
Well, we all welcome you to Gamescom in Germany, and we're all very excited to step into this new world, Starfield, and the next week, early access. Set up for people, why did you want to make this game, Starfield? Why did you want to create a new world?
I think like a lot of gamers out there, we have dreamt of a game where we look to the skies and we can blast off into space and explore. We love to make games where we can explore these worlds. We've done like with the Elder Scrolls and the Fallout series, but we wanted to do something brand new where you could explore with complete freedom in the galaxy. It's a game we've always wanted to play that we think a lot of people wanted to play as well. It's kind of that dream game.
Yeah, I wish I could talk about it, but it's quite an experience, and I know everyone here is very excited to jump in soon. You did bring some stuff to Gamescom to show to fans. I know there's a theater. Tell us, I know you've been, sharing a little bit about the game, but I know there's a lot you want people to discover when they play it. What did you bring here to Gamescom?
Yeah, it's really cool. We've built a 300-person seat